Hey guys, and welcome back to a new video. Today I'm gonna show you guys how you can make some wavy guitar beats for somebody like Gunna. So here's a preview of the beat. So since I just released my new Libra sample pack the other day, I'm actually going to be using one of the samples from the pack. If you want to cop the pack for yourself, you can just use the link down in the description. But I'll show you guys a preview of some of the samples right now. We have this one. But for this beat, I actually think I'm going to go with number 16 right here. Yeah, this sounds crazy. So I'm just going to drag the sample into FL. And as you guys can see, I've actually labeled the BPM and the key of the sample. And then I've actually also stemmed out the sample on the end right here. So it's actually very to use. You can just drag the sample in and put your drums in right away. So since the sample is labeled at 127, we're going to switch to that. So since I'm going for a Gunna vibe, I actually like the sample the way it is. But if you guys want to flip it and reverse it or do whatever, you can of course just go ahead and flip it. But a lot of you guys have actually already copied the sample pack, so I'm super grateful for that. But make sure to tag me on Instagram or send me back the beats you make with the samples, so I can have a listen to your hard beats. I can send them out and also give some feedback if you want to. So just make sure you hit me up on Instagram. The link is down below. Now for the sample, it sounds like this. But since I've stemmed it out at the end, I'm actually going to cut up the stems first. So as you guys can see, I've actually tagged them at the start so you know exactly where to cut it. So this is basically all the parts of the sample. We have the sub bass right here. So I'm going to have one section where the sub bass is playing and then another one where the sub bass is not playing. So now I'm already kind of looking for the structure in the beat. I want the sub bass to be there in the intro, but as soon as the hook hits. So in the intro, I want the sub bass to be playing, but the vocal to be out. And then when the hook hits, I obviously want the sub bass out so the 808 can hit. But we'll actually bring back the vocal on the second part. But we definitely need to get the bounce going, so let's go ahead and start with the drums. So for the drums, I'm actually using my No Limit drum kit. So I'll start off with this go-to clap. Just drag it in. Basic bounce. Then for the hi-hats, I'm going to be using this clean hi-hat right here. So now we definitely want to have a lot of space between the hi-hat hits because we want the 808 to go super hard on this beat. So I don't really want to overflow it with the hi-hats, but we definitely need to add some bounce for it. So I'm going to start off like this. And then I'm going to go into third step right here. And then I'm just going to be making a roll right here. But I want to pitch this down about 5 semitones. So we have a bit of a darker hit on the hi-hats as well. That's nice. Now a super important thing when it comes to these hi-hats is because they're so spaced out, we definitely want to vary on the velocity so we can have some hit softer and some hit harder. So I'm just going to be playing around with the velocities, highlighting them right here because then they turn red down here. If you hold Control and Alt, you can actually just use the mouse wheel on the highlighted note to make sure the velocity drops down. Also, if you highlight these and hold your right mouse button down on the velocity, you can actually just drag it up just like this so it fits together. So then we have this kind of fade in and then we're going to drop this one a bit down. This one I'm actually going to pitch up a bit and then fade down. Yeah, now we have a nice bounce. Very happy with the hi-hats right there. Now we just need to add some perks and some snares to add more bounce to it. So I'm actually going to be adding a rim. It's a basic bounce, but we have the velocity turned down a bit. Since I turn down the velocity on these hits right here, it actually gives it a bit more of a realistic feel. Now I definitely want to add 2 open hats. One is a short one on the first hit right here, and the second one is a bit softer one, but I think I'm gonna put it right here. So now we have to get in the 808. You definitely want to go for a short but a hard hitting one. Something like this, or this, or actually even this. You can find all the 808s in my drum kit if you want to. But for this one, I'm going to use the radio 808. So when it comes to the 808, you definitely want to leave a lot of hits in the first part. But on this second part right here, I'm actually going to make it super busy so it hits crazy hard. Yeah, that slide hits crazy. Now I'm just going to add a kick on the first hits right here to add some extra punch to the 808. So that's pretty much the basics of the beat. Now I'm going to show you guys how you can arrange it so it fits into a full track. So first you obviously want to split each part so you can have them all individually laid out like this. So I think I'm going to have all the sounds of the melody playing but no drums in the intro. Then I'm just going to remove the sub bass and remove the vocal in the first part of the hook. Then on the second part of the hook you can actually add the vocal in right here and just have all the drums playing as well. So then we have the 8-bar hook right here, and we're actually going to have a 16-bar verse right there, and then we're going to be adding the hook again right after the 16 bars. So for the first part of the verse, I'm actually going to remove all the elements of the melody except for the main guitar. Then I actually want to remove everything right here until the second clap hits, and then we're going to delay the 808 and the kick a bit, but I'm actually going to remove the kick completely and make it just play on the second part of the verse. So now our verse starts like this. So it goes completely out, and then it hits. Then for the second part of the verse, I bring back all the elements of the melody. I remove the open hat, but I keep all the other elements, and I add the kick in the drums. Then for the last part right here, you can actually just copy all the elements from the melody. I'm just going to add this open hat right here, and we're going to have no drums playing. So it's going to be like a bridge right before the hook starts again. Then we can actually just copy this over, and then we have a full beat arranged just like that. So that's pretty much the beat and the arrangement. Make sure to copy the Libre sample pack using the link down below. Besides that, I hope you guys enjoy the beat.